Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're just gonna go over the 13th. Yeah, that doesn't say the 13th at all. The 17th update, which is probably not going to be too much. We can see the slider here, but maybe there'll be something surprising. Let's go take a look. We have Hatred Blooms Red. I honestly really enjoyed the side story with Melissa. This is going to be a rerun, of course, and no maintenance required. I really enjoy this, so I do recommend you watching this. I love Melissa as a character. I think she's awesome. I love her design, of course, too. What else do we have here? And look at this. I'm making sure. I'm making sure what I'm reading is on the screen. Are you proud of me? Yeah. So this should be easier to clear than last time, which is good, right? Because of the change. And by the way, I had a lot of people come to me saying how pissed off they were because the side stories were limited now in Hell, and they felt like not only were they increasing from 20 to 24, but they're limited the amount of times you can go through Hell. The reason being, Hell now gives you like boatloads more than what it gave before, and Hard is basically the old Hell and gives you, I think, more per the energy than it did before. So keep that in mind. In general, it takes less stamina to clear the shop of the same things that were in the shop last time, but they added more things to the shop at the same time as this, so it kind of is one of those things where it actually is less stamina intensive because of the changes they made, but at the same time, it's more stamina intensive because of the other changes they made. So don't be mad at that is what I'm trying to say. It is more efficient than before. So we can see the things here. I'm actually wondering if they'll add the new stuff to the shop. I imagine they will because they did. You can see it's limited entry here, so they did update the side story from the last version. We have Melissa and Bloody Rose. Don't summon for those unless you like Melissa as much as I do for one reason or another there. If you like her as much as I do. So, yeah, don't summon for her. There's Iseria and Song of Stars. This is one that's debatable to summon right now, even with the collab supposedly coming. Who knows at this point? As a side note, let's talk about that for a second, because I think we're gonna need to pad this video. One of the only things I was really thinking the collab could be was a Square game or something to do with E3, right? Because every other avenue is just gone. They're just over, you know? So a little weirded out by that it was nothing at E3. I was maybe... And E3 even had a segment of mobile games there from Square, and there was nothing, so... Little unfortunate there. So really confused as to what it could be at this point. I don't even care anymore, you know? I'm not even gonna try to guess at this point. All of my educated guesses have been wrong. So yeah, we'll see what it is. Maybe that's what I think about it right now. I actually had somebody on Twitter ask me what did they say? They said they would like to hear my thoughts on the collab. And it's like, have I not said it enough? Either way, Iseria, Song of Stars, both fantastic artifacts. Song of Stars is one of the best artifacts in the game, I think. And as is tradition, I say Iseria, and my phone starts talking to me because she thinks I'm saying Siri. But really good banner here. But still, if you're low on bookmarks, you have until the 24th. And hopefully we're going to see the information about whatever's coming next on the 23rd. So if you're low on bookmarks, don't pull into the last minute here. As for the Powder of Knowledge shop, what do we have here today? Dignisorb. I actually really like Dignisorb right now, specifically with Emma Lulika right now. It's really good for Emma Lulika. I like it. It's my favorite artifact on her. We then have Unseen Observer, which is actually really key to a bunch of cleave options right now with Flan. So having Flan with Unseen Observer, as well as having somebody with Tagael's Tomes, kind of like to burn a bunch of things while having Flan on the team. So if you don't have one of these, this is actually one I might recommend just purchasing one. You don't need more than one, you just need the one, I believe. And the next one is Elensinox's Wrath. Don't recommend buying that at all. Same with Rise of the Monarch. They're both okay artifacts, but not worth 180 powder. And if you didn't see my Arena Cleave video, my Flan is using Unseen Observer in that, and it would not work without Unseen, just so you're wondering. And speaking of not working without something, it won't work without Tagael's Ancient Book as well. And this is something I wouldn't recommend buying unless you have 0 of them for some reason. Simply because as a 4-star artifact, you're going to get a ton of them, right? It's just not worth the dust. Dust is too valuable of a resource to spend it on a 4-star unless you're like, you're literally just at wit's end and you can't get it, you know? At that point, I'd almost just wait for like a mystic rotation with it. And then we have Magahara's Tome, another fantastic artifact here, and the other two, which are their artifacts. And then let's talk about Inferno Kawazu here. And that's it for the day. Okay, so let's read the comments. Collab. Z. Collab is among us, lol. Rip no Elbis and Powder Shop. It is kind of unfortunate. Why released Ilniev if you won't let us buy mana? It's not mandatory for her. In regards to the collaboration, Smelgate mentioned information, said they are working hard to make it available until the end of June. Anything else here? Anything else? Nothing cool. I saw somebody shout me out in the comments recently, which is why I was looking. It's like, is Mango gonna read these? Yeah, I am. So yeah, let's talk about Khawazu. So the next Mystic rotation is gonna have Ruele. It's going to have Khawazu. It's going to have Bologna, and then I don't quite remember the ML, or not the ML, the 5-star artifact there, which is the thing you're gonna get the most of, right? Now as for Khawazu, I'm really impressed with his kit. I think Khawazu is going to be a fantastic unit, and let's go watch this really quickly again. I think he's gonna be great.
How dare you try to stop me? Burn to ash!
I think his design's fantastic. He's super hot. Not sure what I think of his voice. Not the type of voice for me, but the type of voice for somebody, that's for sure. His stats here are pretty solid. Pretty happy with his stats, and overall, just I feel like with malicious power, or Malicus's power here, he's just going to be really good, right? Like after severing an attack that targets all allies, which is pretty much like everything right now, even all the supports that are good do AoE for the most part. Like that's one thing I really noticed is a lot of the supports that are really good at what they do can do a ton of damage while they're doing it, like ML Crow, like FCC. That's all I can think of right now, but I'm sure there's more. Basically, there's a ton of AoE damage right now, and that's going to happen all the time. And being able to boost your CR as well is going to be insane. I am really wanting to try him out, but he's a dark unit, and he is only pullable from the Mystics and the Galaxy bookmarks, which is something I'm not too lucky on, and he's with Ruele, which I think a lot of people have already. So I don't think we're gonna see too much of him from people until like maybe a couple weeks when we start getting lucky with the pulls. I would definitely, like, I'm seriously considering trying because I don't have Ruele, right? I have my selector still there. I'm going to take Ruele eventually, but I don't have her yet. But I just don't think it's worth the Mystics. So if you're one of the people who really want Khawazu, I would probably not pull. Especially, like, if you have Ruele, do not pull, please. It's just such, like, I've had people come up to me and be like, I summoned for this ML 4-star and I accidentally broke my pity 150 in and got a dupe. And it's like, why would you do that, you know? So I would personally not be pulling on this. And as much as I want to, it's tough. And I understand, obviously, why they do this, right? Because they want to make you pull on both of them to try to get the characters. Even though, like, people have a lot of the MLs already, but when it does line up, it's so great when you need both of the MLs. Also, we have what it should be ML Charles and ML Straz coming soon as well, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about Ruele. And as always, if you want to pull for Ruele, you really do want her, and you want to be efficient, wait until we see the next ML5, which we will see before she goes away. Please just make sure you're careful with your mystics is all I'm trying to say. So there's not much else here for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.